District of Darkness.
You love fruits? Yeah, me too. But do you even know that kids get auctioned and drilled and tortured and killed for the exotic things that are not that you plot to drink and scarf up? You thought of them as meals, but you'd barf quick if you saw them in the fields. Talk of the devil, they're not all dressed in Prada and Fendi or Armani at expensive private parties. Some people destroying Gaia are even vegan on the surface, like McDonald's options who thought were gleeful, like the purpose of farmers that talk of free-range meat that's affordable. But don't forget, being vegan doesn't mean you don't cause harm or exploit beings. It just means you don't eat meat and byproducts. But most vegans I know of in the mainstream use slave labor all the time, from tortured childs auctioned and bartered across the continents, like the coffee and chocolate industries or exotic fruits and cashews. I'm sorry to do this, but I'm not. This is actual shit that's happening every day, from our next door neighbors to the shit we pay for and our children play with. Is it made in China or Mexico, or is it sustainably printed and sourced? Imagine that 90% or more of all we buy is animal ag-related and slave labor. We all should try to make a change quick, try a lot harder than these strange days where we die as martyrs and get maimed daily, but we're fire starters with aims as frail as our dying comrades. Day to day they lie in arms, they proffer in this twisted system of misery with listless symptoms of depression and sickly belligerence. Impeach the nitwits with wit exquisite till their dim-lit consciousness is withering within from sins demonic. And remember, recuérdate, Chiquita, Dole, Del Monte, and Driscoll's are conglomerates of sinners as twisted as the slaves and switches they bewitched and tricked as citizens and workers in the knavish process. We miss to think what our nutrition brings. When we think of fresh things from the store, we just buy them around the corner, and we forget what we whip up in our kitchen of horrors. It's not expensive for body parts, but even vegetables are next to body bags these days. So which is who? Which is brew with frogs and sick denizens within its stew? They fog up your senses and extrasensory perceptions with this too wicked food for misfit hooligans. Religions pretended were mystical rulers like Yeshua ben Miriam. Remember who the King of Kings is. To all you decrepit men, you'll get hunted across the rifts of existences in the cosmos by the four headless horsemen of the apocalypse after I chop their heads off of them to make them walk swifter.